Definition of an arithmetic sequence. The sequence t1, t2, t3, ... is arithmetic or linear if tn minus tn minus 1 is constant. Tn represents a term and tn minus 1 represents the previous term to that term. So if the difference of these is constant, then we have an arithmetic or linear sequence. It's handy to note that the formula for an arithmetic sequence will be of the form Tn equals Cn plus k, where C and k are constants. To prove that a sequence is arithmetic or linear, we must use the definition, so we must use this definition up here. But to show that a sequence is not arithmetic, it is usually enough to list the first few terms and show that the idea of adding a fixed constant is not maintained. So to show that a sequence is not arithmetic, we just find the difference between the first few terms and show that it is not the same. Investigate which of the following sequences are arithmetic or linear. Number 1, Tn equals 4n minus 3. And number 2, Tn equals n squared plus 4. Well, I straight away know that this is going to be arithmetic or linear because I just have an n. And I know that this will not be because I have an n squared, but that's not good enough. I need to actually prove it. So for number 1, Tn equals 4n minus 3. From the formula, we suspect that the sequence is arithmetic because we just have an n. To prove that it is, we must use the definition. So we must use this definition up here. So if Tn equals 4n minus 3, then Tn minus 1 will be 4n minus 1 minus 3. So just like with functions, we're swapping the n for n minus 1 with brackets around it. 4 multiplied by n is 4n. 4 multiplied by minus 1 is minus 4. And minus 4 minus 3 is going to be minus 7. So now we have what Tn minus 1 is equal to. It's equal to 4n minus 7. We just sub it into this formula. So Tn is still 4n minus 3. The minus we bring over. And Tn minus 1 is 4n minus 7. So I got that from up here. 4n minus 4n will cancel. And then minus 3 minus minus 7 gives me minus 3 plus 7, which gives me 4, which is a constant. Hence, Tn equals 4n minus 3 is an arithmetic sequence. Number 2 is Tn equals n squared plus 4. So I already know that this is not going to be arithmetic because I have an n squared. So all I have to do in this case is find the first few terms and show that the difference is not the same. So T1, term 1, is going to be 5 because 1 squared plus 4 is 5. T2, or term 2, will be 8 because 2 squared plus 4 will give me 8. T3 is going to be 13 because 3 squared plus 4 gives me 13. So T2, take away T1, so term 2 take away term 1, is going to be 8 take away 5, which is 3. So to get from 5 to 8, it's a difference of 3. Term 3 minus term 2 is going to be 13 minus 8, which is 5. To get from 8 to 13, it's a difference of 5. 3 and 5 are clearly not equal, so Tn equals n squared plus 4 is not arithmetic.